You've seen it. Someone rolls up their sleeve, laughs a little, and says, "Honestly, I forgot that was even there." Or they hide it under a watch. Or they dodge the photos where it might show. And when someone asks what it means, they just laugh, even though inside, they stopped feeling connected to that story a long time ago. Here's the uncomfortable part almost nobody says out loud. We love talking about the courage it takes to get inked, the freedom, the identity. But we barely talk about what happens when that mark stops representing who you are. Regretting a tattoo doesn't mean the design is ugly. It doesn't mean you were reckless. Most of the time, it means something harder. The person who made that choice doesn't really exist anymore. Because a tattoo doesn't just mark your skin. It freezes a version of you. An emotion, a chapter, a promise made from one specific point in your life. The problem shows up when your identity changes faster than the ink. It's like reading a sentence you wrote 10 years ago and realizing you don't think that way anymore. Except this sentence isn't in an old notebook. It's on your body. The regret isn't about the drawing. It's about the distance, looking at something once deeply personal and sensing it now belongs to a stranger. And think about the state people are in when they decide. Not every tattoo comes from a calm place. A lot are born in intensity, after a breakup, in a rebellious phase, in the urgent need to start over. Decisions made in intense emotion feel eternal, but only while the emotion lasts. Once the storm passes, the person changes. The tattoo stays exactly where it is, a still photograph of a fire that already burned out. What felt like a final statement at 20 can feel like a shrunken version of yourself at 30. That's why the regret isn't always about looks. It's existential. It's not the ink that bothers you. It's what the ink forces you to remember. But here's what matters most. Regret doesn't mean you failed. Sometimes it means the opposite. It means you evolved. You left a chapter behind. You no longer need the same symbol to hold yourself together. There's real honesty in being able to say, "This spoke for me once, but it doesn't speak for me now." In the end, it was never about ink. It's about identity, about time, about grieving old versions of yourself. Because changing is normal. Re-examining yourself is normal. Maybe real maturity isn't never regretting anything. Maybe it's recognizing when an outer mark no longer matches your inner truth. Because there's nothing more human than growing beyond the person who once swore this would be